Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football.
Marty from AFTV, I'm here with Laurie after Arsenal winning 1-0 away from home at the Hill Dickinson Stadium after a game against Everton. Laurie, run me through this game.
What, the whole game?
Yeah, from start, from minute one all the way through to the 96th minute.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, it was an excellent result. I wouldn't say the performance was excellent, but I thought we deserved the win. No problem in saying that. I thought Everton made a decent start. Surprised me, actually, because I thought that they were going to sit deep right from the off. But they did show a bit of ambition. They were quite enterprising. I think after we settled down, we then grew into the game, and then we started to take over the game. We got the penalty in, I think it was in the 27th minute. Nice to see Victor Gyokeres step up and take it. I think that would do the world of good for his confidence. It's nice to see him get the goal. You could see by the way the players reacted to it. They were happy for him as well. So I thought that when they got that goal, at the time when they got it as well, I thought they were going to kick on and maybe put it on Everton a little bit. That didn't quite happen. We went close a couple of times, hit the post. There was a couple of other chances that were, I wouldn't say wasted, but not taken. It got a little bit nervy at some stages towards the end there, because whilst you're only 1-0 up, all it takes for them is to go down the other end,
You're right.
hit you on the counter, get a set piece, maybe a penalty. I mean, there was a penalty shout that we had against us. So yeah, it was a bit nervy, but I think in the end, we more than deserved to win. I mean, we hit the post twice. Had we have won 2-3-0, I don't think too many people would have complained about it. It was just one of those weird kind of games. Although we were the better team, we weren't at our, what call our fluent best, but you know, we were worthy winners, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I certainly wouldn't complain if it was 2 or 3-0. I think the Everton fans would. But listen,
you do know that they didn't have a shot on target, right?
Yeah,
They
definitely.
only had 2 shots on goal all game. I mean, from what I was seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, Everton were pretty toothless up top. You know, I mean, they huffed and puffed in the second half, but
They didn't blow our house down.
absolutely not. So yeah, I think it was a good win in the end. If not, it wasn't a great performance. We didn't blow them away, but I do think we were in control for pretty much most of the game.
Okay, so you were talking about penalties. Obviously, there were, I think in that game, 3 penalty shouts. Obviously, apart from the penalty that was given, the clear-cut penalty, the 3 penalty shouts. Obviously, there's the push on Gyokeres, there's the Saliba incident, and there's the Zubomendi running onto it. Just run me through those.
Right, so the decision for our penalty in the 27th minute, which Gyokeres obviously converted, I don't think there's no arguments with that. To me, that's penalty all day long.
Yeah.
I was surprised it took so long for the referee to give it, actually. Although, to be fair to him, when we watched it in normal time, we didn't spot it straight away. But when you saw it on the VAR replay, straight away you could see that was a penalty, pushing the back, penalty all day long. Everton had a couple of penalty appeals. I think the one with Zubomendi is just outside the box.
Yeah, okay.
I'm surprised they didn't get a free kick for it, though.
Yeah.
I thought they might have got a free kick for that, if I'm being honest. And then there was the other one involving Saliba with a kick to the heel, I think it was. To me, there wasn't enough on that to give a penalty. I thought that was a correct decision.
Okay, and the push on Gyokeres in the back.
Yeah, as I said, with that one. You're talking about the one he scored from, right?
No, the one that wasn't given. So there
Oh,
was a
yes,
push.
there was another one. That was a 50-50.
Okay.
That was the one you file under. I've seen them given. But I wasn't raging when they didn't give it, to be honest, because I don't think there was like... At the time, I wanted a penalty, but when I looked at it again, I thought there wasn't like heavy contact, you know what I mean? There was contact, but I'm not sure if it was enough to drop Gyokeres 6'3", 14, 15 stone or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But anyway, you know.
Speaking of Gyokeres, hot topic of conversation this week. He's been, rival fans, our own fans, and he's under a lot of pressure, criticism. What did you see from him today that was any different? What do you think about him stepping up to take the penalty and his finishing with it?
I think with Gyokeres, every game I've seen him pretty much this season, you can see the guy's trying. He's trying to make an impact. When we got the penalty, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting him to take it. I thought Saka would take it. I thought it was a nice touch of the captain to hand him the ball so he could take the penalty. I think Gyokeres went over to him, didn't he? I think he said something that I must have said.
Give it to me now.
Yeah, he probably said, "Oh, I'll take it," and it was good for the captain to give him the ball and takes it. If he doesn't score that, then people would be looking at it very differently. But he struck it well. I was really pleased for him. As you could see, his other teammates were happy for him as well. In terms of his overall play, I thought he was decent. I thought, listen, it was one of those games today where there wasn't too many players in the Arsenal team that were outstanding. Okay. We had some good performances. I thought Saka was good today. I thought Calafiori was good today. Timber was good and Saliba was good. But you know what I'm saying? In terms of our attacking players, Saka was the one that stood out. But listen, Gyokeres, he does his job. He's committed, and he deserved a goal. You know what I mean? So, and I think perhaps even more importantly is the confidence he'll get from that will help him to kick on over in the coming weeks because we're going to need him. I was really happy for him today.
Okay, so while you're talking about performances, talk to me about the performance of the Arsenal team as a collective, where we could improve, where we did really well, and what you want to see more of.
Yeah, good question. So, in terms of the defence, let's start with the defence. I thought they looked solid today. Yeah. I didn't think they were overly troubled by Everton. I got the impression that Everton weren't really going to score, to be honest, unless we did something silly, which we didn't. Midfield, I thought we were decent in midfield. We controlled the midfield for the most part. I didn't think Zubimendi had his best game. I think the last couple of games, I think he's been less than his stellar best. But I thought Gyokeres played well. I thought Odegaard had a decent game, although I wanted to see a little bit more from him in terms of creating opportunities. I think sometimes he dropped a little bit too deep. And there were a couple of times when the ball came to him in the box, when I was hoping that he would shoot, he opted for the pass. I think that's something he needs to come to terms with. We need him to be a bit more decisive in the box. Saka, as I mentioned earlier, had a good game. I thought Gyokeres occupied their defenders well. Overall, I thought it was a decent performance. It wasn't one of our better performances, but it was more than enough to win the game. I thought we were the worthy winners. I don't think too many people can argue with that at all. And where I will give the team credit is that you have to put into context the conditions that we went into this game. So we took the pitch tonight at 8 o'clock with City being on top of the table, them having beaten, who was it that beat? West Ham. They beat West Ham 3-0 and they looked really good doing so. Now the players would have been aware of the fact that City were on top of the table by the time they took the pitch. So there was pressure on them. You're away from home, playing against a team that can make it difficult for you, a place where, in the past, we've not always won. So there was pressure, and I thought they handled that well. They got the goal, like I said. Didn't look like they were going to lose the game. Right at the end, it's going to get a bit nervy because whilst it's only 1-0, you never know what could happen. But I do think overall it was a good performance. If not aesthetically pleasing, if you know. It wasn't a great game to watch, in other words. But Arsenal well deserved the win.
So talking about pressure and performances, we've got a big game Tuesday night in the Carabao Cup against Crystal Palace, where a performance is needed and there's going to be some pressure, obviously, to move into the latter stages of this competition. What sort of changes do you want to see? How do you see that game going? What do you think we can expect?
I think it'll be a tough game. I mean, Palace have not been in the best of form recently. I mean, they were beaten pretty comprehensively tonight by Leeds, which was a bit of a surprise, even though it was at Leeds. But, it's a cup game, and it's at the business end of the competition. They're going to be going for it. I mean, they won the FA Cup last season. They'll be thinking that they can, do something here. So we've got to turn up. I'd like to see the manager play a strong side. I do think there is room for making some changes. But I want to see a strong side and I want to see a committed Arsenal go for it. Reason being is that, for me, the Carabao Cup, Marty, for me, is a big competition. I know there's some Arsenal fans who don't quite see it the same way, but for me, for a number of reasons, this is a big game. Number one, we're at home. It's expected that we win. It's a major cup competition, the first domestic competition we're going to play this season. You can imagine if we do beat Palace and go on and win it, that sets us up nicely for the rest of the season. It's a cup competition where, let's be honest, Arsenal's record in this competition is not great. I think we last won it back in the early 90s.
93.
Yeah, so there you go. So before I was born.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that.
But anyway, yeah, so we need to win it, man. It's a long time where we need to win it. And I'm sure Mikel Arteta and the boys will be, targeting that competition as one they can win. And why not?
Yeah. Do you know when we won it before that?
87.
Yeah, you got
There
it.
you go.
He knows. So, yeah, listen, Laurie, you've been a superstar, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure watching it with you. And please check out all of AFTV's other content, the app, and Arsenal are on top of the tree at Christmas. He's been Laurie, I've been Marty, this has been AFTV signing out.